Hey everyone. So today I'm going to show you how you can host your chat application with Ollama and Langchain on AWS services. So we'll be using here AWS EC2 services to host our application at the server. We are using here our Langchain. Along with that, we are using here Ollama. And then for this UI, we are using here Streamlit application. So overall building process of this chat application is already covered in our previous videos. You can come to my channel KGP Talkie. There is a playlist named as local LLM tutorial. In this local LLM tutorial, you can find out these two tutorial where I have shown that how you can build your own chat application using Ollama and Langchain. Now I'm going to show you how you can host your application. This application what we are seeing here on a local system, how you can host this on AWS EC2 instance. Let's go ahead and do that here. So the first of all, you need to come here at AWS console. In EC2 window, you need to come here. If you are at the at the dashboard here or console home, here you need to search EC2. Then you need to come here in EC2 dashboard, and in this EC2 dashboard you will be seeing something like this. Then you need to click on here launch instances. So we need to launch here one instance so that we can host our application here. So what you need to do here, you need to first of all give the name for your server. So I give name for this as the chat application. All right, so my instance name is going to be the chat application, and thereafter you need to select here the type of AMI which we are going to use here. So currently here Amazon Linux 2023 is pre-selected, but we are going to select here something else. So which type of AMI we are going to select here? We are going to select here deep learning AMI. So I write here deep learning. All right. So with this deep learning, I can see here all the details. So I see here deep learning, Nvidia driver, AMI, GPU, PyTorch. So make sure that you select that AMI which have Nvidia GPU and PyTorch. So I select here this one, and along with that, I'm gonna select here 86 architecture so that it can run on Intel and AMD machines as well. Thereafter, I need to select here the type of instance. All right, so you need to come here. It says that T2.micro. So this is very important to select the type of instance. Currently, it is saying the total memory we have here 1 GB of the memory. But in our case, the type of model which we are going to use here, Ollama Llama 3.2. All right, so this one we are going to use, and we will be using here 1 billion parameter model. So the 1 billion parameter model size is shown here 1.3 GB. All right, so this is just a weight matrix. All right, weight matrix size 1.3 GB. Along with this, there would be other requirement to load your model and to calculate you know uh, to do the calculations. So if you consider all those together, you can say that, okay, if you take 4 GB of the memory for your instance, 4 GB of RAM memory to remember. If you take the 4 GB of RAM memory, then that should be more than enough for 1 billion model, 1 billion parameter model. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to select here a model. All right, so I'm going to select here a model which have a memory of 4 GB. So I can see here T2.medium have 4 GB of memory. All right, so this one I can select. Apart from this, one more thing also you need to pay attention here, that currently we are selecting here a model which have only Intel, or you can say that the AMD architecture. That means only CPU. All right, let me just show you here previous architecture which we were using previously. All right, with that I can explain you how these overall things are going to work. So this was overall architecture which we were discussing previously, that in our previous videos, that this is something which we have now designed here. So we hosted our Llama and the Ollama on local machine, and on local machine I had a 6 GB of the GPU. But on AWS server, now you have a two option here. All right. So either you can host this everything on the CPU, or you can host this everything on the GPU. All right. So GPU or CPU. But the one thing you have to notice here, that in case of the GPU, it's going to cost you a lot. But in case of the CPU, the cost of the host is going to be very small. Other than that, one more thing you will notice here, that in case of the CPU, or in case of the CPU, the latency is going to be very high. All right, this is going to be really very high, but in case of the GPU, the latency is going to be very small. So depending on your use case, you can select a particular machine type. If you are if you are trying to deploy your model into the production where latency matters, then you should be selecting their GPU. Otherwise, if you are just doing for the practice and you just want to know that how you can host your application on AWS EC2 services, then you can select their CPU. So here, if you search here GPU, all right, so you should be able to select here GPU equal to 1. Let's say I select. So here you will be getting all the instances which have a GPU, at least one GPU. All right, so all of these instances have their GPU. All right, and here it says that the memory, you can also, you know, you can also sort this into ascending and descending order. I can see here that there is one GPU which is available with the 16 gigabyte of the memory. So we can also select this particular model as well, which have one GPU. Other than that, what you can do here, you can just select one high performance model. So I'm going to select here some, the C type of instances. That's the compute intensive instances. So I can select here, maybe, let me just see that C7A, perhaps I can select here depending on the storage and the memory. Let me just see here that if I can say that I want this memory equal to 4 gigabyte. With this, now I can see all of these instances here, and then I can select here C7 type of instance. This particular instance I can select here. Previously we had selected there one instance which was like a T2 medium instance with the 4 GB, but now we are selecting here C7. Why C7? Because this instance is very powerful instance. If you just come here and search it, it says that this is compute intensive instance, right? So these instances are very powerful instances. Thereafter, you can also have C7i as well somewhere. Let me just see that here. That is here, right? So you can also select here C7i. What's the difference between C7a and I? So A is AMD instance. You see it here. It says that this is AMD powered instance. And if you make it here I, then this is going to be the Intel powered instances. So you can select either AMD or Intel. Maybe I should be selecting here Intel for a better performance. So I select here Intel. Thereafter, I just select this instance type. Now I have selected here my AMI with the GPU, AMD and the PyTorch. I mean GPU, AMI and the PyTorch. And now I have selected here 4 GB and 2 CPU with the C7i large. Thereafter, you also need to select here the key pair. So I'm going to create here a new key pair, and this key pair I'm going to, you know, name to this one. I'm going to give as the chat application. Thereafter, I click on create key pair. It is going to download this PM file. Later on, we will be needing this PM file to connect with our server. All right, thereafter it says that the security group. So currently we are going to select here a default security group. It is going to allow all the SSH traffic to our, the system. Apart from that, we have to also make sure that we should be allowing all the HTTP and HTTPS services. Otherwise, we will not be able to access our application. So all of these I select here, but make sure that you restrict your security depending on your use cases. Thereafter, we are going to come here. It says that how much memory we are going to uh, provide to our instance. That means how much memory we are going to give as a storage. So I say that I'm going to give here 100 gigabyte of the memory for my machine. So thereafter I come here, advanced details. So all of these details I'm going to leave here as it is. I'm not going to change anything here. Thereafter you can get here all the summary. So I'm going to launch here only one instance, and then it's going to be deep learning one, and this is my instance type, and it's going to create here a new security group, and then 100 gigabyte of the storage volume. Thereafter, I'm just going to click on this launch instance. It is going to launch here a brand new instance. So we are going to wait for some time. You need to come here at EC2, click on here instances which are running currently. So I can see here that this instance got created quickly and it is running, and its status is actually getting checked here. So thereafter, I can click on here instance ID. Once you click on instance ID, then you can come here at the connect. All right, then you can just click on that connect. Thereafter, you can select this EC2 instance connect from here itself, and then finally you can just connect your machine directly from here. So I can just simply click on here connect, then it is going to connect with this one. All right, so it is going to SSH to our EC2 instance from here. There are many ways to connect with my EC2 machine. If you click on here connect, you can see EC2 instance connect, session manager, SSH client, and EC2 serial console. Later on, I'll be also showing you that how you can connect here with the SSH client, but as of now, just consider that we are connecting this with the EC2 instance connect. All right, so you come here. Now you can see here you are connected with your machine here. Now if you just type here a Python, you should be able to see here that Python should come here as the pre-installed software. So the Python 3.12 is pre-installed here. Thereafter I can just simply exit from here. Thereafter you can check that if Conda is installed here. Seems like Conda is also installed here. You can also activate base environment of the Conda as well. It is just taking a while to return the output after running this conda command. All right, so it says that okay, the conda is installed there, so I can just simply say that here conda activate base. It should be able to say that. Okay, so it says that first you run conda init. I just copy it and then paste it here. I should be able to paste it here. Okay, I can just see that the conda init has happened. Now I need to run here conda activate base. Again, it is saying that seems like something is not right with the conda. And then I can say that conda activate. But anyway, that doesn't matter because the Python has been already installed here. Now we need to install here Streamlit as well. So I run here pip install Streamlit, so that we can host our application. So currently we have our application here, right? So this is our application. Apart from that, couple of things we have to also install here other than the Streamlit. So this was our Streamlit. Thereafter we have to install Langchain. Along with that, we have to also install their Ollama as well. So what I do here, I come here to my application here. All right, so this was our application. One more thing I should be telling you that here, where is this application hosted? So this application is hosted at my GitHub repository. You can come here at the repo, and then there is the Ollama chatbot. So this is our code, and this code we will be hosting at the AWS EC2 instance. All right, so you need to come here at chatbot with the history. You just click on here. You will be seeing here all the instructions which we have to install there. So pip install Streamlit have been already done there. Now what else we have to do here? We have to install our Langchain as well. So I just copy and paste it here. So I write pip install, upgrade in quiet mode, install Langchain Ollama. Apart from that, we have to also install here Langchain. So these are the three libraries which we have to install here: Langchain, Langchain Ollama, and the Streamlit. After this, we have to also install here Ollama. So currently, if you check here Ollama, Ollama is not installed. So we have to come here, we have to search here Ollama. All right. Then we come here Ollama. All right. Thereafter, we come here at the download, and then we select here Linux. Then it says that install it with one command. So I just simply copy it from here, and thereafter I come here at my Linux machine, and then I'm just gonna paste that here. So it is going to install my Ollama on my Linux machine. So it is going to take a while to install this. So we'll wait for some time. All right, now I can see here that Ollama is installed here, and it also says that Nvidia GPU is also there, although we do not have a GPU connected with our machine. But yeah, so I mean, Nvidia GPU software is also installed there, and the Ollama is also installed here. Now, if you run here Ollama, you should be able to see it here. Now, if you type here ollama.help, you should be able to get all the type of the help which you have here. So like these are the command: Ollama serve, Ollama create, Ollama show, Ollama run, stop, pull, push, all of these. Now we are going to pull Ollama. Uh, uh, we are going to pull here Llama from the Ollama. So we'll be pulling here Llama 3.2 1 billion model. So I just copy it from here. Okay, so there is run command. Just to pull it, you have to use their pull. But for now, I'm just going to pull it, and then I'm also going to run it on the EC2 instance so that we can know that how much time it is going to take to return the output for a particular chat here. So I just run it here. Thereafter, see what happens here. It is just going to download this Llama 3.21 billion model, and then it is going to run it here. All right. So we are just gonna wait for some time. Okay, although I'm not a good singer. Okay, so I'm just waiting to install this. So our model has been pulled on our system. Now we are going to chat with our Llama model. So I just say that hi. Now we are going to see that how much time it takes here. Perfect. So it is not taking much of the time. So as I type here hi, it is going to return the answer. It actually returned the answer, although it took some time, but that is not that much of the visible time here. So basically now you see here a beauty. So we have installed our Llama with the Ollama on Ubuntu machine, and that Ubuntu machine is using their CPU. But CPU we are using here high performance CPU C7i performer. So it has 4 GB of the RAM, and 2 CPU is getting used there. So this is overall system. Now let's go ahead and exit from the Ollama. So currently we are outside of the Ollama. Now we have installed all the necessary libraries there. Now you see there we installed Streamlit, Langchain, Llama, and Ollama. Everything is installed. Now it is time to host our application there. So to host our application, what do we have to do here? We have to actually, we have to actually copy this one. Uh, I mean the code which we have here currently. So this code we have to copy from here to there. So one way what we can do here, we can just clone this whole repository from this GitHub to there. So I can just copy this from here. Since this is a public repository, you can just clone it there as well. So what you can do here, get the link from here. Thereafter you come here and then type here git clone, and then paste your link here. So this is our link here. Then I'm just going to run it here. It is going to clone this repository. If you just type here ls, it is going to list all the the folders here and the files. So it says that this is our Ollama chatbot. Let's go ahead, go inside our Ollama chatbot. So I come inside the Ollama chatbot. Thereafter, if you do here ls, you can see here we have this one and we have also this one. So we are running actually this one. So what I do here again, I come here inside our 2.chatbot with the history. Thereafter, you can just see it here. You have your file here 2.chatbot with the history.py. Thereafter, you can just simply run here streamlit run, and thereafter two dot chatbot with the history.py. All right, thereafter it is going to take a while to run it here. Now it is running there successfully. It has provided you here external link. You just need to copy this external link if you want to access it from the external world. So you just copy this whole link from there and then paste it here. Now you can see that this should be running there. I say here continue on this side. Okay, let's go ahead and just do it again. Somehow seems like it says that. Let me just copy and paste it here. Okay, again, and then see what happens here. It says that we cannot reach out to this. So what could be the reason here? Okay, so there could be multiple reasons because we might not have set our the security group for this instance. So what I do here, I come back here, the EC2, and then I come to my instance here. So this is our instance which is currently running. Thereafter we have to come here and check what is the security connected with this. I come here at the security. Thereafter I see here this is our security group, and it says that these are the port only opened, right? So these are the only port which are open, and currently we are trying to access it and on 8501 port. So what you need to do here, you have to come here to your security group currently which you have here. So this is your security group here, Launch Wizard 3. So click on this, then it will take you to the security group. Thereafter you have to click on here edit inbound rules, and in this edit inbound rules you have to add their additional ports as well. So I just go here and thereafter I say here custom TCP. So instead of that I say that here all traffic, and thereafter it's going to take all port and all traffic, but that is not always recommended. So what you can do here, you can say that all TCP. All right, so all the TCP connection is going to be accepted here, and it is going to accept on all port. Thereafter you can just simply save it. Then it says that okay, okay, thereafter you can just save it here. Now you see here you have saved your security modification. Now you should come here. All right, one more thing I should tell you here, after changing your security setting, it will take a while, like 1 to 2 minutes, and thereafter this will automatically this will automatically get attached with your EC2 instance, so you don't need to attach it separately. Now this is attached with your EC2 instance. We had refreshed that. Now you can see it here that at this particular IP address now I can access my Streamlit application. Then I say that hi. Okay, then I say here myself is KGP Talkie. I make videos at youtube.com/KGP Talkie, let's say, and then I just submit it. It should be telling you that hello KGP Talkie and etc. etc. Let's say. So it will take a while to generate a response because you know that we are hosting our model on the CPU machine. So obviously it will take some time to generate the final response. So we have to wait for some time, maybe like 10 to 20 seconds it might take. But overall concept was here to make sure that you learn how to install, how to deploy your application on EC2 server, on EC2 machine. With this, I hope that you have learned here that how you can deploy your the application Ollama, your application with the Ollama and Langchain on AWS EC2. Now you can see it here that it says that okay, hello KGP Talkie and etc etc. Thereafter, let's say if I say that what is my name, then through the previous chat it should be able to tell that my name is KGP Talkie. So because this application is history enabled application. All right, now it says that your username on YouTube is KGP Talkie. Okay, and would you like me to refer you as the KGP or Talkie? All right, and we can discuss your channel. All right, so this is how you can deploy your application on AWS services. Apart from that, one thing I did not show you that how you can connect your EC2 instance uh, other than through this instance. If you want to do that, then for that purpose, what you can do, I have I have a Udemy course. That Udemy course you can actually refer. So you come here at Lakshmi Merit. Thereafter, you can come here at the NLP tutorials with the Hugging Face. Thereafter, here you will get one of my course. There is the fine tuning LLM with Hugging Face transform for NLP. That's the one. And there is the another one, deployment of machine learning models in production in Python. So if you open this, you will be seeing that my Udemy course here. This is one of the highest rated course on the Udemy. Here I discuss so many things and so many ways to deploy your application on AWS EC2, how you can use AWS S3 services, how you can use other AWS services, like you can use the Lambda services, you can also use, you can use their Docker, you can use Fast API, you can use AWS Fargate, you can use AWS ECR, AWS ECS. So there are so many ways to use that. So the link of this course you can get from the repository, that is the NLP tutorial with the Hugging Face. Later on, I'll be also adding this with my current repository, currently which I have here, basically our Ollama chat. So later on you can get from there as well, from here as well. I hope that this overall tutorial was helpful to you, and you must have learned here by now that how you can deploy your chat application on AWS EC2. Thereafter, one more thing I should be telling you here, that let's say if you close this window, so this is going to be closed here. So to make sure that this keeps running, what you can do here, you can write here a screen. Thereafter, it's going to create here a new screen, and then you can close your window after running the Streamlit services here, like this Streamlit run, and then your application here. So if you do something like this, and then you can press here Control A and D together, so it is going to detach that. And even though if you close it from here, then you can just keep seeing your application running here. So if you refresh this, you should be able to see that your application is still there. All right. So you can just simply say that hi, it should be able to give you the output. So this is one concept here. Another concept, let's say if you want to, restart your machine. So if you restart your machine, then your IP address will get changed automatically. So to fix your IP address, what you can do here, you can come here and then you can click on Elastic IP. In this Elastic IP, then you can allocate here one Elastic IP address so that you can fix it. Don't worry about this. All of these things are discussed properly in my course, where I have talked about the deployment of machine learning models in the production. If you want to make sure that you learn every aspect of model deployment in the production using AWS services, then I think you should be watching this course. All right, I hope that this was helpful to you. Let's go ahead and do our resource cleanup. Do not forget about the resource cleanup. So to clean up our resource, what you can do here, you can just select the the machine which you want to stop. Thereafter, you can just come here and then you can just say that here terminate and delete instances. So this is going to terminate and delete your instance completely. Your application will get lost automatically, whatever you have deployed there. All right, now you see there termination has started. Now after some time you will see that your application is not accessible at all. Now you can see it here that you have lost the access to your application. So overall, the concept which I wanted to make you learn, that you learn how to deploy your model on the AWS services, and I hope that we have achieved that process. All right. Please do like this video and subscribe this channel, and I'll be making more videos on the Langchain and Llama and also the LLM, so that you can get the update directly once you subscribe this channel. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.